So are you hungry to grow your lawn food sales by 50%? That's fundamentally why we're here. We're going to show you today that this is a very achievable target, and we're really excited to show you how. And how does it come about? It comes about from a number of things, from consumer insights, research that we do. We're going to talk about some new advanced technology that's never been in the marketplace before, and paired with what really makes us excited, it's the single biggest investment that we've made in lawns advertising. So I'm sure you can't turn on the TV without seeing a Scott's ad. We are spending more on this campaign, investing in this campaign, than we've ever done in the history of our company. And we see that, and we think that's going to be an awesome opportunity for us to grow our business, and more importantly, for you guys to be able to grow your business by at least 50%. Scott's going to take you through the journey and show you how we're going to help you do that.
Okay, if I were, relatively new or uneducated about lawn care, what would I do as a consumer? And probably I would do what most people would do, which is go to Google.
So, first of all, how many glasses of water should you drink per day? Any thoughts? 8. Well, advertising works. So if you look at that, Britain's done a really good job at getting that ingrained in consumers' heads, how much water they should be drinking per day. Look at a couple of other examples. How often you change your smoke batteries in your smoke detector?
2 times a year.
Yeah. And we've seen campaigns, from the various battery companies that really promote that, and it's become habitual in terms of consumer behavior. Another one, how often should you change oil in your car? 5,000 miles, 10,000 kilometers now with some of the newer cars. But again, it's instinctual now. Over the years that most people, as you can tell, know the answer. And then the last one, how often you change your furnace filter?
Every 2 months.
Every season.
But they still got a little work to do. Every 3 months. And what you're seeing from Lennox and various and 3M and a number of companies that are promoting that habitual message, trying to get it ingrained in consumers that it's become just a routine of owning a house, owning a furnace. This is how often you do it. So some great examples of where it clearly has worked and been able to stick in the minds of homeowners.
So then the other thing we wanted to take you guys through is some data that we actually have about consumers' habits around lawn food and applications. So the first one is number of applications per year. So when we do our research and we ask consumers, first of all, how many of you participate in lawn care? So we look at all the homeowners across Canada and those people who have a house, a lawn, and they're responsible for taking care of it. And 41% of them say that they feed their lawn. So, that's okay, but there's obviously opportunity there. And then when you add up the average number, it's 1.9 times. So you have about 35% of the people do 1 application, 41 do 2, and 24 do 3+. So really, 76% of the people are doing 2 or less. That's okay, but we know there's a better number that we could get them to, right? So it's really, what's the opportunity and how do we get there? The second piece of data, when you look at when they do their applications, and you guys will know this based on your sales too, right? 61% of the applications occur in the spring time frame, and then much smaller amounts. This June to August here, probably a little bit of the people who are late for the spring feeding, right? Not that many people feed in the summertime. The fall one, we have a product. It's a very good practice to feed your lawn in the fall. Only 20% of the people are doing it, so huge opportunity there.
So we look at the research, again, look at where are those growth opportunities. There's really three sort of fertile areas to go after. So first you've got sort of the guys that are sort of semi-actives, that yeah, they're feeding once, maybe twice, they may even skip a year or they'll forget to do it. So they're sort of passively in the category, haven't been given a real reason to get more active in the category. That's sort of first area that we're looking at. Second is a category, and I'll say it's a growing category of things like single women that own homes, moms that are in charge of lawns, or some of the maintenance around the house, that are really maybe interested, active, or new to that category, and really don't know where to start, and have some barriers that we think we can deal with that we've really never targeted messaging towards. And then the third one is as every sort of the companies going after the millennials. And when we say millennials, it's really sort of the late stage millennials, new homeowners, young families, that really, they just don't even know where to start. And that is the next generation of lawn and garden enthusiasts that we need to capture, engage, and then we've got, then you've got a customer for life. And when we look at those three groups, there's commonality in terms of what's important to them. So first and foremost, simple, easy to understand, and that really becomes an issue of how we talk to them, the type of products that we have, that it's not an ominous task. It's easy to do and easy to get results. The second part, and again, these are consistent against all those three groups. How does it fit into their busy lives? So there is whether it's a real or perceived view that, this is too much work. It's up to us, all of us collectively, to be able to really instill the fact that, the products are simple to use, the time that it takes, if you've got a lawn, it takes less time to fertilize your lawn a couple of times a year than it takes to mow your lawn. So those are barriers that we're working hard in order to, again, whether they're real or perceived, to address. And then safety, environmental friendly. So that is an ongoing, I'll say, concern or issue across all of our categories. And then, in the case of lawn fertilizer, continuing to make sure that we've got, the safe for pets and kids, promoted heavily on the package, and ensure that the consumer feels that doing this action with the fertilizer is not going to have any negative impacts on their family, the environment. And again, it's one that continues to be part of our messaging in order to address those barriers that exist with those current customers.
So what about summer? What about that season in between? Yeah, for the people who really get it, they know they can take this and they can use it 2 or 3 times throughout, before the summer heat kind of hits. But, again, we think this is obvious, but people just don't get this, right? They don't live the category like we do. So what about summer? And then, of course, some people think they can't even feed in the summertime. So we wanted to address that. We felt like that was a real gap, a real opportunity. And we've done that by our new product innovation. I think most of you are probably familiar with this by now, because we're in the season a little bit. So this is a product that is unique in both its timing and its benefit. Turf Builder Summer Guard Lawn Food. So you apply before the summer heat and drought arrives, and it helps your grass stay green and healthy all summer long. So now, we look at our lineup and go, okay, this makes sense. If our objective is to get to 3 or more, we've got 3 products, there's 3 clear seasons, and there's 3 unique benefits to each of those products. We feel like, this was a bit of an epiphany for us. This just kind of, cleared the fog, if you will. And thought, this is a really great place to be, and now how do we take it to the next level in terms of communication? What we really are trying to get to is customers that say, I get lawn care, it's demystified, I understand it now. It's pretty easy, it's safe, doesn't have necessarily the baggage of, pesticides and the things that this category may have used to have. Maybe most importantly, it really doesn't take a lot of time, especially if you understand what to do, when to do it. And finally, we all want proud homeowners that really enjoy their lawn, enjoy their outdoor space.
So I want to just sort of go back in time and look at some of the pivotal moments in lawn care growth, because I think when you look at the use or the development of new technology, and I'll say very compelling advertising, there's been a few points in time, and I've been at Scotts now, it's almost 16 years. And this, so I sort of, I'm an old guy, I've been along for the ride. And it's interesting, and I think you'll see, and you'll recognize in your own business when these things have happened, what it's been able to do for your business, and we sort of think that this is the next wave of that. So let's just sort of pick a couple of key ones.
There's Scotts Turf Builder, the only fertilizer with a patented all-in-one particle. Each particle has the essential nutrients to feed your lawn evenly, with no burning, guaranteed. For a thick green lawn, go with a sure thing. Scotts Turf Builder, and get a better lawn in every bag.
Try Scotts Turf Builder Easy Seed, a high-performance mix of Scotts best grass seed, fertilizer, and a super absorbent growing material that helps keep seeds moist. Now you can get a thick, green Scotts lawn even if you've never been successful with other seed before. Scotts Turf Builder Easy Seed.
Scotts Lawn Response 911, a revolutionary 3-in-1 formula that brings life back to dying grass. Heroes. Soil enhancers boost nutrient and water use. High-performance seeds build durable grass. Organic and timed-release fertilizers speed growth and greening.
The message here is that, again, we have a history of technological advancements supported with tremendous advertising, and we get behind it, and everyone benefits from it. So, what does that mean? And I guess the question here is, what's next? And that's why we're here.
This spring, the new season of Scots. Spring weeds are coming. Lawns will be green with Scott's Turf Builder Green Max. Thicker, stronger grass, fewer weeds. Scott's, the spring feeding season is here. This summer, the new season of Scott's. Summer drought is coming. Lawns will stay green with new Scott's Turf Builder Summer Guard. Greener, stronger all summer using less water. Scott's, the summer feeding season is here. This fall, the new season of Scott's. Winter is coming. Lawns will be protected with Scott's Turf Builder Fall Lawn Food. Protect the lawn to return stronger next spring. Scott's, the fall feeding season is here.
By far the biggest media investment we have ever done. This is a grid that shows you in terms of what TV ads are going to be on and when they're going to be on. So not only have we never invested in fall before from a TV media campaign, but certainly never in the summertime or that pre-summer phase. So that's going to be 12 weeks of on-air media with those 3 different spots.
Big picture with this is as consumers see the TV campaign, how do we have home hardware become a destination for what they are seeing on TV? The tools that we have, for example, here's a fence banner. These are available in 8-foot, 12-foot, 16-foot, and this is 20-foot. And you can imagine how impactful this will be on your fence, front of your building, trailer, however you could find a spot for it. These are tools that are available, so my cards are here. So after the meeting, if you want to come up to me and talk to me about how you can add something like this. We also have pallet bridges that some of you may have in stores already that can help you merchandise. And I think the next slides will kind of show how they'll move from a spring to a summer and lastly to fall.
You guys are all owners of stores. What's really important to you is foot traffic, right? You want people to be coming into your store. You want them to be walking around your store. One thing about the lawn and garden category, and we're seeing it in our business, is while it's well educated online, well, a lot of people will research information and all that kind of stuff. The sales online for home delivery and all that kind of stuff is not exactly off the radar chart too, like other things, okay? So if you look at Dave's store or the Flanagan store or any one of these other stores that we put these displays up, what that does is really build foot traffic. It's a consumer packaged good product that really drives a lot of foot traffic. And I think that's what you really want to think about too in these presence displays or whatever we put up, however you do that. And I think that that's really what's important to you is to get that foot traffic into your building and making that purchase. And not only that purchase of the category itself, and I'm really speaking of the category, they'll make other purchases around that and they'll see it and then your basket purchases will go up. So I think that's really, this is really one category that really doesn't have an online presence in terms of purchases, which you guys can maximize in your stores and drive foot traffic from that.
We do our spring lawn guide, and Scott, kind of, if you open that, you can see these are much more than just coupons that customers can use, but it actually walks through feeding, seeding, and repairing. These have been sent out to your stores, so if you haven't got those, please let me know. They also have been sent to Home Hardware under what's a Home Hardware code, available in English and French, so you can order them from, if you pull from St. Jacobs or Wetaskiwin or DeBert, they're available as well. But these tools are, like I said, they're way more than just the savings that you'll get. It actually is very insightful to help customers understand, well, what exactly am I doing with this?
We have a scots.ca/3feed website. So it's almost done. It's 99% done. We're doing an update to it currently, but it will speak specifically to why 3feeding is important and have everything that we've talked about here and the importance of the technology in order to educate the consumer. It's one thing to see it in store, it looks great, you have a customer see it, so what? So go to scots.ca/3feed and educate yourself all about the importance of feeding 3 times.
So we also have some 3feed ad mats. This is an example of some of the tools that we have. We are excited that Home Hardware is going to be having Summer Guard in the National Flyer in May. We have these tools as well. If you happen to be doing a local flyer or something in your own community that you want to do, reach out to me and we have these assets that are available. We are also working with the digital team here as well to incorporate this into a Revi/Flip digital campaign later in the month of May as well, where we can also have video content linked to it. And so we share the commercials, so as customers are shopping with Flip and Revi, they're going to see the commercial they've already seen on TV. If they haven't, they're going to see it there with our slogan and campaign as well. So I like to think that we're activating in between TV, online, digitally, print, tools in store, outside your store. I think we've got things covered.
So, in summary, just what have we talked about today? We know who to talk to. We know what they want. We understand that. We have the right products for them. We have the right call to action. We think we do in terms of motivating them. And ultimately, we've got commitment from within Scott's world to invest, and we're looking, obviously partnering with Home Hardware, getting your commitment to really making this a success for everyone.